Okay, so I finally got myself 18 Acquainted Fate, which would be enough to do approximately 2 10 pulls on the standard banner. And as you okay, we've done our first pull and we already got ourselves a legendary. Okay, let's see, a 5-star character. Let's see what it is. Okay, we got a magic guy. That's Diluc. Okay. Oh, what? Oh my God, we just got Diluc in a pull. Okay. And we got a refinement to Emerald Orb along with a Raven Ball. Another one! Another 5-star in a single pull. Okay, it seems like we got Muna and Ningguang. What's next? I mean, we just got 2 5-stars and 1 4-star in a single pull. That is quite nice if you guys ask me. Well, I'm really excited for the second 10 pull, which you'll have over here as well. Okay, let me just quickly share this, and now let's open the next one. As you guys can see over here, we have a 10 pull, we've casted it, and let's see what happens. Of course, we're guaranteed a 4-star, so let's see what happens over here. A club, okay. I have several questions on why it's called. Oh, Yunfei! Yes, my main damage DPS, which I use on like my second account, my main account. Wait, no, this is kind of second. I don't really care. Anyways, I don't. Oh, Bennett. Okay, that one really well. It seems like I'm getting characters which I have on my second account on this one. I have Ningguang, Bennett, Yunfei. Oh, the Sacrificial Fragments. Okay, that is a nice catalyst if you guys ask me. Anyways, I'm gonna equip the Sacrificial Catalyst to Muna right away because you guys will see it will allow her to cast like her Elemental Burst once again. No, wait, no. Elemental Burst or Skill? Elemental Skill once again. Okay, so let me just quickly add everyone on my team and test them out in battle because it's gonna be super cool, right? Yeah, let me just do that. Speaking of Mona, as you guys can see, I now have all of the characters which I got equipped in my team. Mona, Ningguang, Yunfei, and Diluc, right? Okay, let's start off with Yunfei's attack because they're like the easiest to describe. Anyways, her elemental skill is basically AoE fire, and then she casts fireballs at her opponent, so that's what it looks like. And then whenever she hits her opponent, she gets a Scarlet Seal. And her charge attack, well, let's just take a look at it. As you guys can see, it spawns something from the sky and drops it on the enemy, dealing AoE damage, which is quite nice. Now let's move over to our next candidate, who is Diluc. And now Diluc's elemental skill, as you guys can see, is first thing, he creates a razor blade type thing over its head, and it's basically flaming sword. That's the only way to sum it up. And they're 3 stringed together, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, oh wait, no, that's not what I'm saying. His normal attack, as you guys can see, he actually has 4 attacks for his normal attack, right? 1, 2, 3, and then 4 where he slams his sword into the ground. Those are his 4 normal attacks, right, if you string them together. And his charge attack, he basically starts spinning like crazy. Let's see. This is not his charged attack. Right, and for his charged attack, well, my dude basically starts spinning like he's a Beyblade. Right, as you guys can see, he's now spinning like a Beyblade towards the wall. And when he's almost out of stamina, he does a crazy swirl thingy-majiggy, and, well, that's stats. Right, so if you ask me, Diluc is pretty cool. Now let's move on to Ningguang. So her skill is basically a Jade Screen, which protects you from certain projectiles, like arrows. It basically, it's based off her health, I do believe, or health or defense, I don't know. Anyways, as you guys can see, her attacks are just basically miniature projectiles of two jade projectiles, and her charge attack is basically a larger version of that, which takes a little bit more time to make. Like that, as you guys can see. Now, if you ask me, this hasn't done much damage. Now, over here, we have Mona, and well, first of all, her first thing is that she can have her sprinting ability. Just look at this. You basically turn into the water to sprint, which is quite amazing if you guys ask me. And not only that, but if you look over next, when she uses her elemental skill, it basically summons up something which taunts opponents and make them wet at the same time, and when it expires it does AoE water damage. And this is her water attack, right? As you guys can see, main attack, she casts 3 of them. And then the last one, the 4th one is my favorite, because as you guys can see, it looks like the galaxy is coming together to destroy your opponents. Now that I've covered up all of these guys' attack, oh wait, I forgot the charge attack. Let's watch that once again. Alright, her charge attack, what does it look like? It looks like she creates a clock or something with the universe and brings it down on the ground upon her opponents. That's quite cool. Now for Bennett. Okay, so over here we have ourselves our beautiful character, Bennett. And now let's start off with his elemental skill. As you guys can see, it's a fire sword, right? Basically, it's a fire sword and it has 3 stages. One, if you just tap on it, as you guys can see, he'll just swing his sword, which is on fire. Next, if you hold it down, what you guys will see is he takes the sword to his side, and then when you see that star, like flame star come up, it means he's charged his second attack in it, which means he basically casts 2 swords, one on the x-axis and one on the y-axis, as you guys can see. And for his third one, if you hold it down far enough, you guys will get another indicator that it's fully charged, right? So 1, 2, and then as you guys can see, he also does a third attack, again on the y-axis, which actually throws him off a cliff. It's happened to me several times that Bennett has died while doing that. Now that I've showed you basically everyone's attack and stuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you their elemental burst. Let's do that. Okay, so over here we have Bennett first up over here, and as you guys can see he's at 22 health. Let's just cast our circle down, which will automatically heal us, and it actually provides our opponents, our teammates who have above 70% health, actually a damage bonus, I do believe. No. It basically provides us, it does provide us an attack bonus based on Bennett's attack. And now over here, as you guys can see, we're about to... Okay, this is not very good. Let's just use Diluc's burst over here, which basically sets his blade on fire, and then he attacks literally everything around him. I mean, imagine being set on fire. And then Yunfei's attack, which you guys saw there, is she basically makes 3 scarlet seals, right? Okay, let's look at Yunfei's attack over here quickly. As you guys can see, her attack gives her 3 scarlet seals, which she can use to cast another charged attack. And it's all pretty cool if you guys ask me, because like, yay! And Mona, as you guys can see, when she uses her elemental skill, elemental burst I mean, it basically stops weaker opponents from moving under certain cases, and on top of that you can also use her elemental burst, which taunts opponents. Of course, if you're attacking them, well then it's a different thing. Anyways, this team would do pretty well because we got vaporized damage and a lot of pyro. That's all I'm gonna say. Just look at the pyro over here. And you know what's better about this is that Mona doesn't make your teammates wet so you get frozen or get... Yeah. I'm totally not complaining about Barbara, but as you guys can see, this is what our teammates would have. Now we can just burn them, and of course I know I have to show Ningguang's one, but it's not too fancy. And of course over here, as you guys can see, this guy's about to get smacked like a... Did you guys see how far we slapped away our opponent? He just went flying off backwards. That was something indeed. And of course, I totally did not charge my character's burst attacks by going all around Mondstadt searching for areas. And as you guys can see over here, what we have is we have Bennett's thing. As you guys can see, his their attack, they get an attack bonus based on Bennett's attack. So higher Bennett's attack, the higher the attack bonus, I'd say. So that's one thing about that. And then his overload is basically sword flinking. And then over here, as you guys can see, this is Mona's attack, where she basically applies Omen to opponents, which basically lets us deal more damage. Yeah, it says it renders weaker opponents immobile. Basically, they cannot move, which is quite nice for us because we can escape if they're weaker. And now, for me to show you guys Ningguang's attack. Ah yes, over here we've reached the area, so now let's just use everyone's attack once again. We have Master Diluc over here, and if you're wondering why I'm calling him Master Diluc, it's probably because I'm following what Jean called him for some reason. I don't know, I really didn't care. But anyways, as you guys can see, it basically sets his blade on fire, and if you use his continuous attack, as you guys can see, you would continuously set stuff on fire. And then over here you have Yunfei, who basically uses her attack, which gives her 3 scarlet seals, which she can use to like reduce her stamina while fighting in opponents. And then you have Ningguang over here, who basically makes large rocks appear out of thin air, as you guys can see right over here. And then they just go and attack the opponents, and they deal minuscule damage, if you guys ask me. And then over here you have Mona, who basically renders people incapable of moving, who are weaker than her. And I wonder how that's done. Could it have something to do with the constellations which appear to take hold of our opponents? But anyways, as you guys can see, our opponent over here has been nearly obliterated by Diluc, and well, let's just set this guy on fire. So as you guys can see, that was quite nice. I did get myself some 4 stars and 5 stars from this. I'm quite happy. And yeah, I hope you guys found this video entertaining as well, and I honestly don't know what to say. Please subscribe. You might see more videos like this. You might find more videos where I end up getting insane pulls, like another 5-star in like just a few minutes. I'm nowhere near pity at this point. That would be like 90 pulls in, and this is like my first, what do you call it? This might be like my 20th pull. I got these guys, like 2 legendaries on my 20th pull, and then like another. Yeah, I'm not getting any legendaries anytime soon, I think. But yeah, guys, please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps on my channel. As you guys can see, I'm trying to grow. So, yep. Thank you to anyone who does that. Please like, and I'll be catching you all next time. The rampaging rabbits about to rampage into this hilly troll camp. Muhahaha. Wah. Wah. Wah.